Malaysia is rich in traditions, being in the form of arts, custom, food, lifestyle and culture. Dance is considered as an art in the Malay community and its history goes a long way back. Every state in Malaysia has its own distinctive cultural heritage that is still preserved and well displayed until now. In Perak, there are a few types of dances such as tarian dabus, bubu and berlota. Tarian dabus is among the most popular ones before. This dance heritage is now preserved by the Ministry of Culture, Arts and Heritage of Malaysia. However, tarian dabus is no longer common for public performances today. Dabus is a Bugis word for pointed iron or better known as anak dabus, which are held by the dancers during its performance. The dance is about protecting oneself from enemies or better known as self-defense. Historically, this dance was known to have the power to heal, medicate and to prevent the spread of diseases. It was brought to Sumatra by the Arab traders and was later introduced to Malaya during the 18th century. Nasruddin in his book The Malay Dance said the first dabus dance was performed in Pasir Panjang, Setiawan, Perak. Dabus is accompanied by drums and singing from the Berzanji text containing hymns praising Allah, the Prophet, the Islamic Caliph and warriors. The highlight of this dance can be seen in the ability of the dancers in manipulating anak dabus. Anak dabus is one of the main tools in tarian dabus. Without it, this dance could not be distinguished with other dances. The anak dabus is tapped onto the dancer's arm during the dance. It also produces a jingling sound. The original anak dabus is sharp. Only Khalifah and certain dancers can hold the original anak dabus. This is to avoid unwanted things from happening, such as injuries and loss of blood. However, for the training purposes, Encik Nasruddin makes a replica of anak dabus which is planned.
Ini anak dabus ni yang saya buat di tempat sini kan. Cuma ini tiga ni kita panggil telinga. Yang ini kita panggil suntik. Suntik ni adalah bunyi untuk bunyi ni bukan bunyi kosong. Mengambil kentak tarian gong yang itulah penelitian dari dia bunyi sama.
There are 6 types of anak dabus which are anak dabus 2 telinga, anak dabus 3 kelopak, anak dabus bercabang 4, anak dabus 3 kelopak bercabang tumpul, anak dabus 3 kelopak tanpa gelang and anak dabus tombol. The anak dabus cannot be placed below the knee level and cannot be stepped. Initially, anak dabus was used because it was easily available at the time. In fact, the village also had an expert who made the anak dabus. Khalifah is better known as the leader of the group. He will be in charge to make blood promise with the anak dabus. The blood promise is required to avoid the dancers from getting any serious injuries. Khalifah is responsible to protect the rest of the dancers from any spiritual compromise. The promise made is only for the Khalifah to know. No one else will know until they become a Khalifah themselves. Encik Nasruddin is the 5th Khalifah in Tanjung Bidara. He has been involved with tarian dabus for 40 years. Without the Khalifah, tarian dabus is not possible to survive. According to Bidin and Abdul Rashid in their book entitled Tarian Dabus Perak, tarian dabus has 2 different versions. They are the traditional and the modern. The traditional dabus has no special offerings before the performance, only prayers are recited. The dancers are propelled into the trance state by chanting from the Berzanji text, the sound of drums and the jingle of anak dabus. During this state, the dancers will remain conscious and are in full possession of their critical faculties. However, they are in a spiritual state whereby certain parts of their bodies become invulnerable. Thus, the dancers repeatedly stab themselves, especially on the arms, without inflicting any kind of injury on themselves. To reinforce the dancer's spiritual state, Khalifah prepares consecrated water consisting of water, certain rocks, bananas and pandanus leaf. The dancers use the water to wipe their hands and other parts of their body before and after the performance. Before the dance begins, the leader performs ablution. Then, he sits among the dancers and recites verses from the Berzanji text to the accompaniment of the drum. The dabus then begins. Modern dabus, on the other hand, is quite different. Unlike the traditional, the modern dabus does not practice tapping anak dabus onto their arms. Instead, they use blunt anak dabus for their acting. The arrangement of the dance remains the same as the traditional one. The uniqueness of this dance is something we must continue to treasure. It is hoped that the future generation will continue to learn these traditional dances in keeping track with culture and rich legacy. It will be a shame if such distinct heritage is lost and forgotten over modernity.
Saya kalau boleh seterusnya lah, saya tak mau kata orang dihilang ke dalam kesenian. Kali ini saya dah ada pelajar-pelajar dia sekolah-sekolah pendidikan kan, dah ada, dan sebagai pelatih kampung harapannya saya menghidupkan sepanjang terus dengan
supaya tarian dabus ni lebih dikenali oleh generasi muda especially, dan adalah pelajar-pelajar yang boleh buat kajian pasal tarian dabus ni. Sebab kalau sekarang pun mungkin kalau nak buat penyelidikan, mungkin boleh pilih salah satu tarian adalah dabus. Bukan saja dabus, tarian-tarian lain di negeri Perak.